Hey guys, welcome to Overwatch Esports for UO. Right now we're in the Big 10 stream versus Nebraska. Um, Player lineup for our team today will be MCAT, Rayu, Tyranny, TS Rockstar, and iTroll.
Our current record is 0-2, and tonight it'll be
One and
1 and
two.
2. My name is Luke, aka Snowy, and I play for the UO Yellow JV team as a support.
I'm Marcus, aka Posthuman 117. And I do broadcasting now.
Very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
I'm expecting a good game today. Our manager MCAT was really on us.
I'm also expecting a good game. I mean, it's been a minute since we've had a win for this tournament, but you know what?
It's the last minute.
It's last minute. We're getting a win.
For us, he's not giving up a single point this entire game.
So we're gonna start off at Lijiang Tower. Currently we're in the hero selection stage.
So it could be a dive here. That would definitely make sense.
Yeah, dive comp for early Lijiang would.
Or brawl.
Yeah, Brawl. I could see Brawl.
Easy hazard map with those choke points you can block off.
Okay, so it looks like we're running
We are running hazard.
Hazard, Sojourn, Genji, Lucio,
Kind
and
of a
Kiriko.
kind of a poke.
And
We're seeing interesting Doomfist. That's something we don't see too often. We'll see what
okay,
happens
so we're
here.
getting the speed boost, and
Yo's gonna want to send their Lucio and Hazard up, and leave their Kiriko.
Hazard's doing damage to their Brig right now.
They've got point, but they are down one.
Here, yeah,
Still down one. Not a great spot for our Pharah.
what could you have done when there?
Not much you could have done there. It is clashing comps. I do think that a little more composition, playing that tight knit, could have helped a lot.
Their Doom has a dead set for Kiriko.
That Doom wedging themselves between the back line and the front line is really messing it up.
Yeah. Okay, we here we have Hazard taking an inward push.
Unless that front line can turn back, it's going to be tough to deal with that dive. But they are up.
Yeah, they're running a hard defense on the point.
Good pick. Good backline pick.
Okay, we have control. Okay, their Doomfist is pushing in.
We are down. The dude's probably going to disengage. They're going to stay in. I mean, it worked. We are down 2 now.
Down free. Okay,
Not looking good so
Tyranny
far.
on Farah is currently running the defense on the front lines.
Should have backed up. But they got out of there fine.
Okay, that Doomfist is really causing a lot of trouble for us to push in.
Well, it's a really good comp for Doom. Because Hazard isn't going to turn back around. When they're in their zone and they're messing up the other team's backline, our backline is going to get shredded.
Yeah.
Especially that Kiriko. Kiriko can't do anything.
Yeah, so currently we're team wiped. Pharah has ult though, so we could see like a good multi-kill from that.
I think they're gonna hold though. If they are predicting a Pharah ult, they're not gonna group up, which is what we want. We want to pick them off one by one.
Yeah.
So if we can hold that Pharah ult and have that threat, then they're not gonna stay in one.
That Doomfist really did waste his meteor strike though.
No, it lets him heal a little bit, saves some time, lets his team push up a little bit, and he did get a kill off of that.
True, true.
So they're probably gonna stay the same. I'm not expecting any changes on either side. Maybe a DPS change on our side.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stay same comp. Actually, no, you have a DPS right. Cass is in game now.
I think they gotta run a tighter play, but it's hard. Hazard's a very close range character. So unless they push up into our entire backline, it's gonna be hard to keep ourselves together. Now this is good for Doomfist. It's hard to get in, but they got it.
Yeah.
Belief charge Doomfist. On point now. The teams are equal. Doomfist can really mess up point if he's
Yeah, I feel like Doomfist is carrying a significant threat.
But if Hazard or abandons the front line, then they push up, then it converges.
Yeah.
So it's a hard situation.
Pharah's currently doing a lot of damage at point. So. They have point, but maybe Hazard could.
Doom has no cooldowns.
We're in a duel here, which is pretty fun to watch.
I think they should back up. I mean, they're all out of position. Their entire team's on point, and they're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
When this happens, you gotta just reset.
Yeah.
You can't win the 3v5. But now they're back. They're all back.
We're all
Let's see what we
back.
can do.
Interesting turret placement.
It helps if they push up, but
Yeah.
that pulse bomb, hate to see it. That is a good beat though. Got the entire team except for the dead one. If they get that tracer, that's point cleared. There you
Nice
go.
shot from Rayo.
Not expecting any changes in this side of the match. This is tough to make work. They are making it work.
Yeah. Which honestly, all due respect.
Playing in the meta with Doomfist,
Yeah.
but it is showing its cracks. When they really get that disruption of the comp, if they get that Doomfist alone, there you go. Got that Doomfist. Not the best position, but we are up on point. They're staggered.
Nice kill from Hazard.
The Doom's gonna fall back. We'll get some percentage. Probably won't pass, but we'll get close.
Took out their air support.
We are in a really good position with the ults.
They're trying to flank in.
that could work to have that pinch on either side because we're playing a very split up.
Yeah,
But
and
they're all
right
in their
now,
lane.
wait, 4 are on. Okay, a lot of them are on the Obj. And for Doomfist, this is always a
Reset.
problem.
They're
there.
gonna get 1, maybe 2 more good team fights. Interesting. They have the ult advantage, but I would say we have some better ults. If they get the beat and then get the high noon, even just getting 2 people out, that'd be a big help. Because this team, even with a one person advantage, they're guaranteed to win. And they're up right now. If they can get that high noon off and get a cheeky little squishy kill, or they can send the Doom into their back. What do you got out? We're gonna see one more good team fight here. They're probably gonna stay off till the very last second.
And we're probably going to rush in with
they've
Tracer.
they
But
have
that
Juno
failed.
ult, but they are down 1. But they are, yeah, there's Juno ult. So they're gonna converge on point, unless they're not gonna use ult at all.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't always get in there. Sometimes it just,
Sometimes it's just hard to get at.
you know, that pulse off misses. Sometimes it misses. Can't pulse on that. I think that's a worthwhile high note.
Yeah. And we got objective at the end, so
Now set up.
1-1.
Score 1-1.
So I'm not expecting any switches here. Oh, we are seeing
Stay together.
a big change. We're seeing a Brig and Symmetra.
We started with a Brig early last round. Like, the first round, not the last round.
I mean, Brig works, but you gotta really set up, you know?
Yeah.
Especially
And
with
with this
Torb
comp?
and Symmetra.
With this comp, it's interesting.
Yeah. Because with your turrets from your Torb and Symmetra, you're gonna want to set in one area for our kill box. But then you have your Doom that wants to get in there. So it's an interesting set. But it could work. Their Doom does have some pretty good survivability. And their Juno, if they've got the strafe, they can stay alive.
Yeah. Especially if the Juno ult comes in.
Yeah,
that
for our
would just
Tracer, it's
ravage.
hard to get into that kill box and make anything meaningful.
Yeah.
When you have your Torb, Symmetra, Brig, and all their turrets, you can't break through that. I think their best bet is to pick off Juno and then pick off Doom. They got Brig. Probably could have finished off that Doom, that turret's messing it up.
We do have objective.
If they can get Torb and Juno here, that Doom's gonna get out either way.
Yeah.
He's got all cooldowns, or he's gonna stay in. Bold move. I mean, not the smartest move, but all the ults are firing now. We got Rush, we got whatever else it's called. Okay, we are down, but it's not a loss yet, and yeah, it's done.
Yeah. So we lost point, but I think we'll make it back. Especially since Doom just
Interesting-
launched himself
interesting
off the side of
strategy
the
there,
map.
you know?
Like,
I haven't seen that in a while, but you know, interesting strategy to kill yourself. Yeah.
yeah, I wonder what
At least
the
if you get
meta will
back
be
that.
with falling off cliffs.
Okay, so they've got 3 ults at once. They've got Shield, they've got Orbit, and they've got Rally. So that's a really set up and get stuff done combination. But they really didn't use any, but they still got point. Okay. Yeah, it's the flanks that keep getting messed up here. I think we could see a Tracer switch. maybe a tank, but this far in, I wouldn't. They're all playing very close together. If we can get either a rush and a high noon, or if we get a beat and a high noon, that would be good. We're not really supposed to beat rush, so I don't see many paths to victory here, especially when they're so set in the point. They've got
Yeah,
all their
and
turrets,
Doom is almost
got all
at
their
Meteor
abilities.
Fest, so
Yeah. Honestly, for Meteor, it isn't really a tool for offense. Just having that survivability. And that's what's helping this Doom thrive. When he can get in there and survive for like 30 seconds and mess with the backline and get him totally disrupted.
yeah. High
We
Moon
do see
coming
that high
in.
noon. And it failed.
They all
That's
took cover.
unfortunate. But we will probably see Kiriko's rush before this is done. We'll definitely see Hazard's ult if yes. We'll see Hazard's ult for our last fight. Good finish off there. Sim.
Hazard has ult. So.
Interesting ult. I guess they did need to keep point. If they give him any percentage, he is scared. But right now, when they have the ult, they have the point, and they're 50% away, they gotta use everything. And in this case, everything is a ball switch and a rush.
Honestly, I
Rush
believe in
does
ball.
change fights.
I believe in ball.
Yeah. Ball's a big disruptor, and in their comp, disrupting it's good if they don't get lasered by this turret.
Yeah.
So it's just ult disadvantage.
Oh.
One rush to their 3 ults. Rush didn't even come out.
And Nebraska wins the first match.
Unfortunate outcome. There was a path to victory. Doesn't always happen. We got next round for that.
Play of the game.
You can see here that backline disruption where you go on those supports, you go on those DPSF, barely any health with Doomfist. That's where it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, you play Brig. It's less
I
of a
play
problem
Brig.
for you. But when you play Juno, and you have
It's
about
so
this much
over.
health,
It's so over. Like,
when you have this much health,
Juno's
the Ju-
survivability isn't really amazing.
yeah.
Like, it's all just dependent on running out with her, like, as
Doomfist
fast as
looks at
possible.
you, you're done.
Doomfist, yeah.
Same with Kiriko. Lucio kind of, but Lucio can get it out. That was just an unfortunate comp. I don't think they were expecting that Doomfist to stay the entire time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Flashpoint is next. And it looks like we're going to Servasa. That's an interesting map. It's got a lot of cover. It's got a lot of weird points. I think if they're going to stay with their very stationary turret team, that could be hard for them. They
Yeah.
can't really set up anywhere that doesn't have any good lines of sight. Compared to Lijiang Tower, they had mid, they had the other side of mid, they had that top platform there. This is going to be a hard match if they keep the same comp, but we'll see what we see.
Flashpoint especially is a hard mode to run, like, just straight defense with, so.
Yeah, it's very fast. You got to be mobile, you got to be on the offensive.
So I could see dive coming in handy
Dive
a
would
lot
work.
for, like, early game especially.
Even a brawl would work. Just any comp that wants to stay in the fight. Dive would work because you can pick off one, get point, get off, and then you're back. And looks like we're getting into Sarasa now.
Initiating match.
Nice view. Like, honestly,
Nice view for a win.
yeah, nice view for a win. But, like, look at that waterfall. It's pretty.
They can't look at it. We can.
Yeah.
So we can see here all of this cover. they gotta play offensive, and they gotta play high mobility. So I think
Okay.
we're seeing the Doomfist again. That's high mobility. Same with Juno and Lucio for that speed boost. Sombra can kind of peel into a run thing, and the Torb.
Torb is interesting.
So they're expecting to get point and keep it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're gonna get there fast, kill whoever's there, and then stay on point.
We're running Zarya, Sombra, not Sombra,
Sojourn.
Sojourn, Genji, Lucio, Kiri.
So in this comp, you're gonna see the Zarya and the Sojourn and the Kiri all stay together, and the Lucio and the Genji are gonna peel off and do their own thing. So they're gonna be looking for long team fights with Zarya, and picks on the side of Genji and Lucio.
Already we see them trying to pick off Sojourn. And failing.
Any side character, if they can get any DPS or support, that's big.
Yeah.
But it looks like they got on point, they got that turret on there. And they switched to Symmetra and Moira. That's the worst though. She's got high speed, she can get out of fights straight, disrupt point. It's a very similar story of they want to get on there and stay on there, and our team wants to have long drawn out fights, especially with that Zarya with her 2 shields.
Oop, Lucio dead.
We are up 1. If they want to push that, we'll see. Getting their turrets out. Towards backline.
Oop.
Now they're equal, and then their Lucio's gonna be back fast. So it's gonna be the opposite now. And it's looking like a rotary here. They can't
Healers
really.
both have ults.
We are on point. Well, we were on point for a second. But this team gets on point and they keep it.
Yeah.
It's hard to fight against that. I do think that a long drawn out Zarya fight is the right move, especially when a lot of these heroes in their team have cooldowns you want to like use once and win. Especially Doomfist, where if you
And that was a great kill on Doom. So
that's gonna help the next fight. We're playing the first.
oh,
three
ult
here,
cancel.
So
No.
it's out of there. We're seeing no one on point yet. Just strange. They are far from point. That explains it. Our team kind of works wherever, as long as the Zarya, the Sojourn, and the Kiriko are all in one place.
Yeah, if they all stay
And now
together.
they're getting
But
disrupted.
Doom's
That Lucio
gonna
and Genji
try
are out
to
of play.
disrupt. He's ulting.
That is out. But that is
That's
a
a
very
bad ult. That was a bad combo.
Good, that's a very good ult on our side though.
Yeah, for our team, that was
The
good.
rush plus the Zarya. That was 3-4 kills. And that even slightly
He just
staggered.
fell
That
off.
won't affect that much. Big fall off. Falled off hard.
Pain is inevitable.
Okay, right now. Yeah, Doomfist is back on trying to push up the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll read some sorry. Now it's gone. Seems like they've got Joker Queen now.
Oh, and
That's
Sojourn.
a bad backline pick, but now they've got beat. They can hold point and keep point.
Yeah.
That teleporter on a point is not great, but looks like we do take control of it. And with 90%, they're not gonna get another team fight. Yeah, they're going to the next one. We're good. Now we're tied up. We've got 3 more. First to 3 wins.
Okay.
It's a bad pick on our team.
Yeah.
that Tracer couldn't get back fast. Not to the end of the world.
We got a kill on Torb.
Looks like we're up. We're equal now. Okay, we're equal. But they have, both have one healer, but they have kind of a concentrated healer. Their healers are down. This is a very good position for us.
We do have ult with Junker, which
We do have one ult advantage, and we are all on point. They're gonna fall back, wait for their team, especially that Torb can't start from over.
and they have Juno, which means
They want that speed.
they do want that speed.
Yeah.
Once the ring goes out, their doom is going in. Like,
That's exactly what you see. Honestly, I think that's only for their team. Their Tracer's gonna do the rest. That's a good anti on two of them. Got their Torb. The turret still messes up. Okay, there we go.
healers aren't down.
JQ's a little out of position, but I think it works here.
It does.
Putting pressure on their backman, forcing the Doom to retreat.
And
we
Brig
got
is
Brig here.
demolished.
Brig is a relatively slow character. She won't be coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
Looks like they're up actually right now. They can get back. They're on point. They're Brig and their Juno in the back, which is a strange matchup, but it does work. Having that Brig be able to defend the Juno and send out those attacks.
Yeah.
Doomfist has not much support. It's hard to get in there, especially as Juno, where one odd look and you're dead. We got our Tracer on point, trying to get some done. We got Rush out. Probably there's Rally.
Yeah.
There's the counter.
Juno dead.
And Vita. I think we could probably, if we retreat
So
here
ult.
and then somehow regroup, I think we can have one more team fight, but it's got to be quick.
Yeah.
Continue to drag it out with no contest.
Yeah,
That's
so
unfortunate. They've got to get to next point. They've got to get to next point fast. We've got a very fast team.
yeah,
With
our
JQ
team is
Shao,
very
we've
speedy.
got Sojourn, Slide,
Tracer.
Tracer in general, Lucio's wall runs, and Kiriko's teleports. If they can get on this point fast,
Then
faster
they
than
can
Doom, but
hold,
Doom's already
they
here.
can hold point.
Doom's already here. If they can get there and get rid of that Doom, because Doom's alone right now, he's relatively alone. Looks like now they're all on point. So they're getting here, they're setting up. Oh, they're not having to load. Okay. That's a hard ult to
That was a
get around.
yeah, that's a bad counter.
It was nerfed, but it's still very good if you can get that off. Looks like it's that we are down right now, which is unfortunate. But now we're equal. And that JQ and that Tracer will get back around the same time. So I'd call it still very winnable.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is very
If we can
winnable.
converge on point right now and get this Sojourn that's out of point. If we can get that Juno that's out of point. We got that Sojourn. There's the Juno.
Doomfist is back, but
And now that Doom has barely any support. He's got Tracer who can't heal him. Tracer's gonna full spawn run away. Now Tracer's gone. If they can stagger this Doom, don't let him get away. And he's away.
he's got support though.
But
now,
still,
so-
just getting him off point and disrupting that's good. That's good progress. Disrupting his fist. We do need to see our team a little more on point. That is a good ult from our Junker Queen, from our tank. We are up thanks to a big play by Itrol.
Yeah. Doomfist should not have pushed out with a meteor strike because that just cleared up a whole zone.
Yeah. At this level of play, you don't expect the Doom meteor to do anything. It's just for Doom to hide and get away. But when his entire team was anti, he had to protect him. That was not the right choice there. And then they gave a point. Good rush. We can rush their backline. We're kind of giving.
They got a rally in response
Yeah,
though.
we're giving point to Doom. But if we can get at least one or two of their backline, that's good for us. Got one.
Okay.
Can we get our JQ out? There's two. There's both supports. That
No
was
healing,
a very good
and
play.
Doom is dead, pretty much.
That dude,
Yeah,
likes,
Doom's
that
dead
dude
now.
likes to go on his own. So if you let him go on his own with no opposition, he's just gonna at some point not do anything.
And we have zone.
And we can, yeah. So we saw there was a very good bait. We let him take point for a little bit, and then that let us get their entire backline.
Yeah, we're charging in with Doom.
And again, this is two very fast teams, so they're both gonna get on point and they're gonna get off point. Got one more. This is the deciding point here, and it looks like where is the next point here? I should know this. This is a good point for Doom. Having all those little
Increments, all those
Yeah,
little
yeah.
spaces.
a lot of places to get out and sneak around and do Doom things. But it's also good for Lucio. There's a lot of walls, a lot of enclosed spaces to get those really fast.
A lot of potential boop ability places, especially on those like little like
If they try to get a flank on
Platforms.
that side, then we can get them off. Yeah.
yeah. Nice power slide.
We do see them all.
New
going to
Juno
the
ult, but
side. That was a good Juno ult on their side. But great anti. We got
Great
four of them with
anti.
anti. And we secured 2 of those kills. That's a very good ult. And their Genji's gone. Perfectly played. We did lose our Lucio, but then, you know, we gave it up for 4 kills.
yeah,
That is worth it.
with a near team wipe, that was genuinely the best play we could have done for.
Now we're seeing same comps here. So they're not gonna want to like bunker down and hold point. What we're gonna want to do is stay on those sidelines and catch him who's flanking. You can see our Kiriko or Lucio are all around the corners. Our Junker Queen is holding space, but she can get out if she needs to. She can support. We're not seeing any good picks here. There's a good pick right there.
Yeah,
And an exact return. So we're still equal. That brig is really low. We get that brig with the axe. And we did get that brig, but having that B on our side.
yeah, we're good. I think. 'Cause-
That Doom like has
Yeah.
to stay here. And they're not gonna get back on point in time. They can't make it.
Yeah.
If that Doom can stay alive,
So
then
that's
Kiriko
a
could
nice
teleport.
clean victory,
But there is a win for UO, just like I said.
and many more
Yes, yes. This is the start of the winning streak.
to start.
Play of the game.
We're gonna see this great eye troll Joker Queen play right here. Oh, it's a different one. This is also a very good one. No ult though. But still, Joker Queen can get in there and she can sustain herself with her, I forget what it's called, bleed. Whatever she has that gives her self-healing based on damage. That is great for getting in there and just living. Disrupting. Her damage isn't the best at like ranges more than 5 meters.
I mean, what do you
It's
expect
kinda
from a
not-
shotgun-based hero?
It's kind of
really?
non-existent, but just being in there and taking up that space, taking up that attention. I think when they realize that they can let their Doom, the opposing Doom, just get in there and do his own thing and have no one else to oppose him, that was what changed it. Trying to oppose that Doom when he goes in, that's a really good Doom. That's a hard Doom to oppose.
So it looks like we're rolling hybrid. Wonder which map it'll be. Could see Midtown maybe.
Kings Row?
Kings Row would
No,
be
is
an
this
interesting
Kings
one.
Row? Yeah. Could see a Nimbani. That's hybrid. Seeing a Blizzard World ban. That's still in rotation.
I mean I'm shocked too.
I have not played Blizzard World in
Yeah,
say 8 months.
I gotta say, I remember
Or
one match on
Eichenwald.
Blizzard World where I went like pretty crazy as soldier, but like that was like the only time I've played in like the last year.
They've banned 2 maps. I've like.
Okay,
Oh, we're
Eichenwald.
playing
nice.
on Eichenwald. Okay. Eichenwald is hard for the attackers. You've got very good choke points with the defenders at the start.
Yeah, defense has. I would say defense has solid advantage on Ike.
Yes.
However,
exactly.
however, once you already are in that captured state, attackers can push forward really well.
Yes. If you see that castle in the middle, and you have those really good vantage points, especially for like an Ashe or like a Hanzo to really just set up there, bunker down, and get some like side kills.
I will say I will say that honestly, I could see a Bastion comp going pretty decently
Bastion
on
could be
this
good here.
because Bastion's ult with the multi-fire that could be
Mm-hmm.
pretty game changing for
That disrupts point. That disrupts their backline.
that disrupts all
What's
of
that, 3
it.
still? That disrupts their tank pushing up.
Yeah.
It's got all 3 lanes there.
Honestly, even like more like turret placements like Torbjorn, maybe even Sim.
Yeah,
Could be
seeing a
interesting.
Torb could be good here for defense. I'll see what they play. Oh,
Humpty's on.
Only spectated this one. Okay, looks like they're really considering their options. Yeah, RIP Humpty. See you for
Nice
a game Monday.
skybox. Kind of that weird empty clearing.
Definitely
like-
an Overwatch 1 map. This was
Yeah.
a classic. Classically empty.
I still remember that nighttime variant from the Halloween.
Junkenstein?
Yeah,
Yes.
Junkenstein.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
Alright, looks like
Okay.
our comp for our team here is that Zarya to set up on point, get those bubbles out, get those shields. Our Sojourn,
Hey, can I look at the
Sojourn and Pharah are interesting. You wouldn't expect it, but I think for this map it does work.
Honestly, not Ashe. Ana makes sense too for this map.
The Brig and Ana is like
The
they're
Brig and
like
Ana's a
that.
great.
They are like
Yeah, Ana
you
and
know?
Brig is a great combo for
If you've got
Ike
a-
defense.
If you've got a really good Ana and a Brig, that's hard to dive on.
Yeah.
It looks like they have their Doomfist still, so that was a good prediction. I think that our Ana and Brig can deal with that. Because, you know, if
Yeah.
Ana keeps her cooldowns, you've got the sleep and you've got the nade. That's all of Doom's options. He can't move, he can't heal. Seeing a frontline Pharah. Get that Doom's pushing up. Probably see a Doom go above the bridge with the jump. Or he's going left side. And now he's in there, and he's got that Brig. Let's see, we couldn't get that Doom out this time, but I believe in
Okay.
that comp. I believe in that comp still. If the Ana gets sleep, nade, or both out on that Doomfist when he dives in,
I will say they are capturing point,
they are captain point.
and their Doomfist is pushing into our faces. So.
And that was
Okay.
unfortunate. That Doomfist get rid of our Brig. Brig does a lot, especially when Brig is like
Doom's
in
at
a
a
position-
good vantage point right now, though. Thankfully Pharah just knocked him off, but he's back.
Pharah was a pretty good counter, but Doom still can get that big jump and punch. But Pharah can kind of shut down a lot of his pushes. If we can see that happen, we'll see. Right now, it looks like we need to see those switches on either side. That Ana and Bridge really need to set up.
That AoE from Sojourn is
That's great for choke points, which this
Yeah.
map has a lot of. You've got in the main castle, you've got from the payload, a lot of places you can set up. Looks like we are in an interesting position right now. If we could have secured that kill, that would have been great for us.
that would have
but
been big. Okay.
Just that Doom push dove on that Ana Brick once, and we haven't really seen much more from that Ana Brick since. If they can shut down and counter a dive like this, oh, but that Doom knows though.
Yeah.
He's gonna get there. He's anti.
he's
He is
taking
anti.
down.
They get that sleep off, and
Oh,
they got that sleep.
Doom's down.
Doom
Okay.
is down. I would say we are down one. But
Nebraska's
we are in
almost to the pay. Almost
I'd
to
say
like
we're in an
the.
advantageous position. We've got our tank. They don't. Doom's gonna be back fast, especially now that I've got forward spawn. Doom is gonna be running back fast.
Yeah.
Zarya is gonna be tough to stay alive here, but looks like our supports are keeping her alive. That Doom.
Once
Diving the backman again. He got nanoed, and there he's out. Quick little wave for Zarya, and we might see him go down here.
once we're all together though, I could see a good Zarya ult taking them all out, especially
Yes.
combined with like a
A
good.
well-placed Zarya ult and something else.
I would say
Whether
like
for that,
I would say
that'd be a
honestly.
nade could be a.
I would
could be
wait
a
for
Sojourn.
Sojourn's AoE. I would wait
Yeah.
for Sojourn's AoE.
Could be a Sombra EMP even. Sombra's kind of in the shadows. I'm not sure too much this game. But I think we are seeing some good support for our Zarya here. It's just those dives.
This ends.
And there's a break gun. So our Ana has like no defense right now. That was a good.
Oh, good ult
There's a counter. So we
with
saw,
the AoE.
We're seeing a bunch of counters here. We saw the Zarya pull, countered by a beat to have health, and then we saw a Nano to secure some kills there. We did secure a couple kills thanks to iTrail. So we are in a better position now. We can push the payload back a little, get some percentage down.
And ult fire is going to come in handy from our Zarya.
I think Rally is going to be good here. Rally from Brig. Good against the dive. That dude's going to dive again. He's got fully charged pump. He's going to go in there and see if he gets, and he missed it. That's great for us. That dude missing the dive is great for us.
Great offense from Sojourn. All those guys are down, so no.
Even just push them off is good. Having that threat of that railgun, that's great.
Yeah.
They're very disconnected. Their characters are in a weird place. But they can get back fast. There's no worries on that. See a hazard from them. Looks like they want some more defense. They want some more team management. They want to be able to create their own
Our
stuff.
Sombra's getting some good hacks on him.
That is true. We are at a great
And
ult
honestly, if you ability cancel,
that's a good
great.
A great combination.
That was
and
a
full
great
team
wipe.
That is a great combination there. We saw pull, we saw EMP, exactly how we said. We see rally. That's a strange opportunity for rally, but you know, for the party, they're having fun.
I mean, rally would be a great like failsafe, just in case like one of their guys
they
made it
could've
out.
saved it, but you know, it was a smart move to do it. But it wasn't bad. See, kind of a reversal. We're gonna would be pinstering them, but we've only got the Sombra on that side. Sombra's taking some space. We are down, we are low, but they are anti. We could get their hazard here. If we got just their hazard, I'd say we still would be in a very winnable position. And this is a reset. Gotta get back. Gotta get our Ana and Brig into position. Interesting hazard. Not hazard. Reaper. That Sombra's gonna take care of that Reaper.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what that Reaper thinks he's gonna be able to do.
Good nano. Good nano.
Great nano.
Against that beat, they got 2 people in a beat. It's an okay beat, but it's really not helping them much. Couple of good kills here. Gotta make sure to keep someone point to not C9. We do a defense point very well here.
And that pushing back is great.
In a very good position. If we get one more kill here, that'd be nice. But you know, can't affect too much. If we can just survive and get back into position, that's a very good place. Their hazard. That's a great Zarya ult. We got our anti, got our. Okay, it's equal. We lost a little more important people, but and it's looking equal. It's looking winnable here.
It's
Hit them off.
Yeah.
They had to retreat there. They could have pushed up.
we're pretty much
Glad they
equal in
didn't.
terms of numbers right now. Yeah.
And we're both kind of set up. Not perfectly set up. You know, I think the Brig and Ana could be.
Their Reaper does have ult,
Yeah,
which
that-
is good
that
to
Brig
notice.
has to
That
stay
could
on
be a
Ana,
problem.
you know? That Ana needs that Brig's defense. And when that hazard can get in there and kill the Brig or the Ana, and that shuts down like all of our healing. Your healing works when you have both Brig and Ana. When one's missing, they gotta defend themselves. They can't heal. We're in a okay position. We've got some good vantage points. That Reaper has some pressure on him.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
A rush from them, which is unfortunate.
Oh,
And okay,
rush
two kills, 1 kill from Blossom. I think you have to ult there to get yourself on point, contest, but there's not gonna be much they
But
can do.
yeah.
That is unfortunate. Had a couple pretty good defenses, but at the end of the day,
We'll have to see how we can pull up on offense.
yeah. I think it's very possible.
Yeah.
So far from their team, we've seen a Hazard, we've seen a Doomfist. Those are both very like non-defensive heroes. You know, we could see maybe a diva here.
A diva could be interesting.
Possibly they could also go Zarya. We just have no idea. They have not switched off of Doom or Hazard the entire time.
Honestly, Winston would be interesting. Maybe.
Winston could work. Winston could work. I think it is a good disruptor, especially on that back line.
I will say funniest opportunity here is if they played ball.
Yeah, but they really need to defend here.
Yeah.
Looks like they've got
Oh,
Doomfist.
Doomfist.
They're going Doomfist again.
Interesting.
They're planning on never even letting our team get to point. That's what it looks like. They want to meet us before point and keep us off.
Okay. It looks like we're switching to Pharah. I mean, switching back over to Pharah.
Yeah. So we've got our classic Zarya, Sojourn,
Nobody
Pharah,
uses 15 electric
Lucio,
guitars like those guys.
Kiriko. So we're gonna see a pretty normal comp here. You know, we're gonna see
Yeah.
the supports probably pretty close together. We have no Genji to need the Lucio's help. I think they could do a Genji switch at some point here though. Genji Lucio is strong on attack. But if they think Pharah's to play, let's play.
Pharah's doing great at disrupting early on.
It is good in this area of the map where it's big, it's open, Pharah's got a lot of area to move. But when it gets closed up there, especially like on the last point,
Yeah.
that's tough for Pharah. But we'll see if they get that far. We're down 1, not a great position already. But you know, all they need is one good push in 3 minutes. That's definitely possible. We are getting staggered. I think we should definitely fall back and recuperate. Just kind of defend right now, but if they want to keep poking, that's up to them. Got a Zarya flanking.
Pharah just flying
Could
through
get
the
some really
sky.
good kills here.
And we're switching to diva,
Disabling that
actually.
turret. There's the diva. That's pretty good against this comp. It shuts down everything from Sojourn, everything from Torb. A lot of Lucio and Kiriko, but their healing is pretty okay against Defense Matrix. They are down 1. This is a good point for us to move up if we can capitalize on this. But they are way in position. And there is an out of position Lucio. We got capitalize on that. We can take that trade. We'll take that trade because they are farther than we are. This is very winnable for us. He's got 3v1 against that Doom. He might just jump off here. Or
Nope.
he's gonna...
Didn't jump off.
I mean, we could try following him, but that's tough. We
But we do have point.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I think when we get point and we keep point, that's good for us. Their comp really wants to get between us and point. Luckily now they are going with that Brig Ana. They want to change to a more defensive comp, but they still have that Doomfist.
Their Torb turret's going to provide a good anti-air on our Pharah.
That's true. That's a very good point. I think what that Pharah wants to do is she wants to get rid of that turret, and then she wants to, I don't know, get that Sojourn. That's the best option probably. But it's hard to get past this defense. Their Doom is keeping us locked down. It's hard to get past that. Unfortunate for our Sombra.
Yeah.
But it happens. Our JQ's got to fall back a little bit. We are seeing that very strong bunker from, we see that Brig up there with that Sojourn and that Ana.
Yep.
Interesting barrage. We could get this Doom here. We could get Doom here. Good disruption up here. We might be able to get, yep, secured.
Yep,
Secured
Sojourn
that
down.
Sojourn. Now they can focus on either turret if turret's still up, or they can focus on a Brig or an Ana. I think get one of them. We did get their Doom. And we got their Torb.
And right now it looks like we got their Ana. Yeah,
There we
Ana
go.
just fell into
This is
the
a
pit.
really good stagger for us.
Okay.
Their Doom is doing a lot, but it's hard for anyone else to do anything without their supports.
Yeah.
This is a very support-dependent
And when
team
Doom missed
because
that
the
jump
supports
just
can
there.
Survive, yes. Good spot for our Sombra. Seeing a Widowmaker. There aren't many good spots, but if they can quick scope, if they can get those quick shots on her opponent, that's gonna be good. That's unfortunate, but we got there on
Rally.
a so that's still hard for our backline.
So you got Rally on.
Brig alone is manageable.
Honestly, a Kiri rush sooner than later, like when they have a better defense picked up, would probably
but
be
we
the
have
better
nothing to
play.
really follow up on that. You know, it's got Kira. What do we do after that? You know,
Yeah.
we've got no JQ. no nothing that could have a good follow up.
The JQ's almost there.
We've seen the
I will
hazard
say.
switch, which is good for keeping area. Got that good block. Got that really good primary fire when they get a push. So it's a really good swap on their part. I think our Sombra was a good swap on us. There's our rush and our EMP.
Yep.
It's a pretty good combination. We lose our
Sombra
Sombra
did die.
and our Lucio, but that is still
That's a
still
fair
winnable.
trade
It's
for
still
what
very
happened.
winnable. And we
And
got
our Feral.
getting their tank time. Their tank is kind of the
And
winner.
that's round.
That's round. Faster, may I add, faster than them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By a
much
decent
faster.
chunk too.
Score
So this is a good position for us.
to 3. Switching sides.
If we can keep this up, I mean, we've got a very fast tiebreaker here, you know? And I think what we had on our side was speed, you know? They were hard to defend. We had to kind of bunker down against them.
But we still bunkered down against them.
They had a lot of opportunities
Yeah,
to get past.
they
and
struggled
it
with
took them a
movement.
lot of opportunities. But
They
once-
struggled
once-
with our movement when we had those initial pushes,
very
and
good
I will
point,
say,
yeah.
I think part of their issue would actually probably be Doomfist is definitely not going to be as great on defense.
Yeah,
for them.
I think it's a toss up here. They're going a very different comp. this
Yeah,
time.
Echo and Cass
But
is
they're-
interesting.
How they played was they got in there once and got a very long push once they got in there. It took them a while, but once they got in there, they made that whole push.
Okay.
But our team,
We have Junkrat now.
our
We
team made
do.
a little push and a little push. I think our team, if they keep the same strategy, it's a better situation for us. But they did change almost their entire team, so this could signal a strat change. Let's see, they've got Doom, Kiriko, Ashe. Ashe should be banned, but it's fine, whatever. That's interesting. Ashe has a very weird glitch this season where if you crouch, your hitbox becomes like minuscule, possible to kill. So hopefully,
They don't crouch.
yeah, hopefully they don't know that, but they definitely do. I guess it's allowed in this league. Anyways, with this comp, we're gonna see a lot of healing off. That Ashe, you got that Echo, they're gonna do their own thing, and then they're gonna come back for healing. That Lucio and Kiriko are gonna stay together, probably on point in the back line. And that Doom, we've seen the Doom. We know what the Doom can do. Doom is gonna get in there, get a pick or two, and get out. On our side, we're seeing D.Va. D.Va can hold space very well. With that long defense matrix, and then supported by that Ana and Brick, she's gonna stay alive. Sombra good for peeling, and their Pharah's good to do her own thing. If she can stay alive. But we're seeing a very stable
Their
Brick Ana.
Echo's trying to counter our Pharaoh.
Yeah, and I think it is keeping our Pharah's attention, but it's also keeping the Echo's attention. It's kind of a wash, you know? They want that help from Doom for the Pharah. But
The
it's,
Doom's hacked, so
yeah, they can't get out. Doom has
Yeah.
nothing with that abilities. It's already over time. If they can get him off point, all we need is one kill. One kill here is our all thing.
And
There we
that's
go.
where
There's the one kill. Now everything else is gonna crumble. So we're trading. We are trading, but they are losing more than we are.
we lost the mech, but
And Sombra,
hopefully
but everything else we got. See, they couldn't get in. They just kept trying. They couldn't get in. Our thing is gonna be,
Score
we're gonna get it a little bit. They can get a little more, and when you have a overtime timer, that's gonna keep going down. We're gonna keep pushing it back up. That's good for our side.
yeah.
I think we're in a great position here.
initiating match.
If we can just get like 1/3, fall back, regroup, get another third, fall back, get one more third, and then we've got point and we win.
I am thinking that there will be a Doomfist on the opposing team this time around.
There will definitely be a Doomfist. Or a Hazard.
or
That's all we've seen. I think
Hey,
it
maybe
would
a
make-
Lucio.
There's a Hazard. It would make more sense with the Hazard here. Because they don't want to get in. They need to stay on point. They cannot let us get any ground.
Yeah, and it looks like they're running Farah now too.
Hello. Hey.
Here's the thing. They have
Hello.
no percent. You know, it's just going to keep going. So
Yeah.
they can't let us get anything. That's why they chose that Brick for really solid support. Like, bunkered down, stay alive support.
And they probably chose Hazard for the fact that he just can destabilize like
Yeah, and he's
a-
good to
any
stay on
movements.
point and just kind of survive.
he's good. Yeah, he's good
He's got his
for
block,
he's good for point
he's got
defense.
he's got his mobility. He's got his weird little
Thingies.
shield.
He's got his
block
needle
thing.
things. You know.
Pharah, the Pharah counter is interesting. Countering Pharah with Pharah, they're not going to be damaging each other, but they are going to be damaging the team at the same time. I think that's a good move there. And that Sojourn works. So we're seeing, yeah, those Pharahs kind of going for each other, but they're kind of leaving each other alone. Those Pharahs know they can't kill each other in the air. Having those long, like, wind-up projectiles, if they're both in the air, they do get one shot off, but a dogfight in the air with Pharahs is hard to deal with. They're not going to be fighting much.
Yeah.
If you see our Hazard,
We're gonna see more like.
he is low. We could get him here if they don't support him. Again, same thing with such a fast mode here when you're in overtime. One kill.
But
inside is done.
Sombra did just hack Hazard, and
Yeah.
honestly, Hazard's pretty weak
We do have the
whenever he
benefit of
doesn't
having
have.
a much longer time. See, we have 3 more minutes. They were
Yeah.
done by this point. We have 3 more minutes to get a little bit. I think we got a third.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
That's how it is. They had that little chip type strategy, and that worked a lot better than the all out until they get anything. Just chipping in that progression, chipping in that damage. That was like a great move on our part.
And this is our great Zarya play.
That was an insane combination. That was what, 3, 4 ults there. That was a really good round.
Yep.
On our side, a really close round. We played that well.
Yeah, we did. We definitely had the we started out struggling a little bit against their offense, but once we figured out our groove, we really got
Yeah.
into it. Especially with, I mean, when we were on attack, the speed was definitely a great
Yeah,
way of
'cause
pushing forward.
You saw them try to do a big play. They got shut down and no progress.
Yeah.
Another big play. They got shut down, no progress. So that left them with a really low timer, and they thought they were gonna win. Probably they probably thought they were gonna win, and not worry
Yeah.
about that. But then having that really long respawn or overtime timer, we had 4 minutes against their 1 minute.
Yeah.
That was a big help for us. And when we had the strategy of kind of chipping in damage and chipping in progress, that long timer really helped us. We didn't need it. We still won around a minute, but a very good position. You know, it seemed like we were kind of close there, but having that four times timer, that's what solidified it, I think. Because our team, they weren't going to make any big plays. They were going to keep getting a little
Yeah.
damage here, a pick there.
But
little
mainly
percentage
we're going
here.
to focus on like how to get objective fast, how to like get around objective fast.
I
pick
think in this
whenever
mode, when
there's
the
a not
objective
good
is
op.
really important, you have like a really central objective that needs your full attention. It's hard to kind of get rid of that Doomfist, and the Doomfist was doing really well.
Mhm.
Unlike those last, like Flashpoint, where they could, forget about him and deal with the backline, make him kind of like have to
Bounce
backtrack.
around doing
Yeah.
whatever he wants to do.
On this
'cause,
one, where
yeah.
like he was just always on point, he's bounced around and come back to point. It was hard to get him off, but we still dealt with it. That was still a very tough, but we had that pretty start. I think our team was very good at analyzing what we needed. It was good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was an all-around good match from both teams, honestly.
Yeah, they had a very strong push, but I think they were too stuck in their way. Like, even when they switched up their characters, their heroes, they still wanted to get that, like, this really big full team pushes and, like, one and done. But our team was a very, very strong, very, like, grounded team. So, like, they get one kill and then we wipe their whole team from that. Whereas we tried to get one kill and then tried to get another, and then we were in, like, a very good position for a team fight. A 3v5. So I think our strategy is very in our favor. I think their Doom one trick, I think we can call them at this
Yeah,
point.
honestly.
Their Doom one trick was
Doom
kind of
one
stuck
trick-
in their ways, but
I mean,
they're good ways. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
they're
That
good
was a very
ways.
strong Doom, but we were able to get in there and think of a strat.
yeah, I definitely think our team is more like adaptable to with
That's
different
true.
heroes
Yeah, we
too,
did change.
which
we
is
did
always a
change
good
lot. We saw a lot of tanks. We saw a lot of DPS, a couple supports, but there's really like 4 or 5 supports that are viable right now.
Yeah, I mean, with the supports, you mainly want the ones that you can get in fast with places, and like that's Juno, Kiriko, Lucio.
Yeah.
That's on Brig with her rally that helps you. Like
Mm-hmm.
the Ana was a good play for defense.
We've seen a lot of strategies from our team. We've seen Brawl, we've seen a poke, we've seen dive, we've seen a very defensive strat, we've seen very offensive strats.
Yeah,
This is a good showing where they have Doom and they have kind of a Hazard.
yeah,
You know, they can build their team around a different strat, but at the end of the day, they've got that Doom that the one thing they can do is get in there and then get out. they can't really. I mean, they'll get 1 or 2, and that's gonna mess us up. But if we were ready for that, like, very adaptable. We were ready for that. We know it was gonna happen. So I think their Doom 1 trick is not the best right now. Now that
Yeah.
we've got the download, as you say.
Downloaded for playstyle. Now we know how to parry, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it looks like we're running Coliseum on push.
Colosseum is an interesting map. You have that long section in the middle where you've got like Widow's favored, Sojourn is favored, Ashe is favored, but I thought Ashe was banned. You know, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
honestly,
I could swear Ashe was banned.
they could do something interesting with Ryan.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Ryan's tough. Ryan's not great in the meta right now, but I could see something. I mean, they've got.
Ryan on push has always been like an interesting force.
I mean,
Though.
Doom is not good in meta either, but they're making Doom work.
Yeah,
So you can see we've got this very long, very like spread out for the first point. A well-placed Widow or a well-placed Sojourn or a well-placed Ashe, I guess. They can play that. On a Brig is good here because you can set up right in that little area right there.
honestly, Hanzo maybe even, but
Hanzo could be good. We get that back area, you know, a Lucio or a Juno could be good for that speed to get around that corner real fast. There's a lot of things they could do here. So let's see what they're gonna end up with. Okay, so on our side we've got the tried and true Kiriko Lucio.
with some
for
Tracer
speed,
and
a lot of
Sombra.
speed. Let's see who's probably a JQ.
JQ.
Yeah.
JQ's good. I remember.
Oh, Hazard. Okay.
Maga.
Mauga.
Mauga's
Okay.
interesting.
I could see points for all these except Mauga. Mauga's interesting. 'Cause he's got very good survivability with his E. You know, if he hits, he heals. That's very good for staying on point. But also, he's very well suited for diving. If they think they can get on point first, all to them. But it's gonna be tough to do Hazard effectively. And let's see, they've got the Zarya for staying on point. That's very good. Yeah. Very open map, good fire map.
Tracer's doing some good flanking right now to take out her back. Oh, good push in
There's the
from
Maga
Maga.
working. Push in, get his heals and get out. That's a very good pick there.
Okay,
I think they're in a very good position right now. They're very
yeah,
much
Lucio's
up.
dead.
They're very much staggered. That's another thing.
Kiri's dead.
This team needs their whole team. You know, like
Yeah, especially on
okay, we
Coliseum.
see
Coliseum's
the
like
Mauga. We see the Mauga Ditto. I think that makes sense. You know,
Coliseum in
Mauga
particular
versus
is like
Mauga?
one of those maps you don't want to stray too far from your team
Exactly.
on. Like, I remember at launch I hated it for that reason.
there's not
but
much for you on the side. You gotta say.
yeah,
Mauga versus Naga. We'll see them both pop E. We'll see them both just lay into each other right there. I think they're trying to avoid that because they know who has the better supports or the better healing does that. And almost the exact same combo because we've got Tracer. Tracer is good for like burst damage, so she doesn't get back around. So if we get into a Mauga fight, Tracer can get around, get the supports, and looks like we lost that Mauga fight. Not great,
and we lost our push with Robot, but
but we did make
We'll
some
run
really
it
good
back.
progress.
we'll run it back.
We did quite push into back spawn, but looks like now we should have back spawn now.
We're on the move.
And then we'll see here. Staying the same.
Yeah,
We're not seeing much Mauga and Mauga, which is interesting. That's kind of what's evolved here. I still think they're trying to avoid that. There we go. And they're avoiding each other. I mean, yeah, you had to hit them. But
they had the buffs though with the with Rush.
Yeah, that was tough. They were in rush. Our rush was out, but we were not in it. Tough positioning. Probably some comm issues there. Similar plan. I think if they want to get into those really long fights, then yes. Now they went Reaper also. I think Reaper Ditto works really well. Mauga and Reaper is hard to beat. You know, Reaper's got that survivability just like Mauga. He's gonna have the same range, same 5 meter, 10 meter range. So you can get in there and just do like a lot of damage.
Yeah, once Reaper reaches like his
Reaper and Mauga's a tough.
especially
combo to
once
deal with.
Reaper reaches Blossom. I mean,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that plus a Mauga ult, like
Yeah.
that would be damaging.
No one's okay. Mauga ults each other. So they're both in their edge of the shield. Yeah, I think we need to switch out the Mauga.
Yeah,
Mauga Ditto is not working for us. I mean, when you have the exact same competency, it all comes down to how well you play.
and we are
Resources you
switching
have.
over to Zarya.
There you go. could be better. Shut down a lot of Mauga self-healing with the bubbles. A lot of their peels the bubbles send. That's a good pick all around. Yeah, Mauga. They're ignoring the Reaper. That's what we're seeing here. Kind of getting a lot of damage done. Get their ult up. There we go. Had to turn it on eventually.
Yeah, Reaper was good at
being
distracting.
unkillable. This Mauga is unkillable. Unfortunate. Probably no bubbles. Not much support to help Med just stay alive. I think they need a full team swap, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe use Blossom, use Sojourn, but you know after that, their ults are low, just swap. They're running the same team into each other, except for the tank. It's gonna, and they're seeing how it's going. It's tough.
Yeah.
This ends now.
Counter overclock. Let's see if we can get any good picks on the side. Almost got Lucio there, but I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
it with Mauga. Mauga's so beefy that any damage is nothing. I see they're trying to get those supports, but they're sticking together so well that they're not letting their supports go too far.
Yeah.
That's a very good strategy, especially against this team.
We're on the move.
Where, you know, Tracer, Sojourn, they're not going to be right up in their face. They're not going to be right up in one tight cluster. Where if they're in a very, very tight cluster with that Mauga and that Reaper, they're going to stay together. They're going to get the Mauga healing benefits. They're going to get the Lucio healing.
I will say we are back on Tracer.
Which I think is the right choice here.
Yeah.
I think just switching it up is good. Keep on their toes.
Any little like new factors to make them worry about is always.
Because they've got a very strong strat. You know, they're going to
Yeah.
stay in one place. They're going to use all their abilities and get all
Especially
their abilities on each other.
especially if we get a well-placed Tracer bomb, that would
That could
be
work,
very
but our
damaging to like their tank.
If we get our fist on court though. There we go. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Probably get the mid before they get back.
And we have Black Hole in case we ever get a cluster. Like,
Black Hole, Rush, Beat, Pulse Bomb, these all work very well together.
yeah.
Especially Black Hole. Good little catch on that Reaper. Make sure he's not safe. We can see again, we've got that Mauga, now our tank is stuck, we got the Reaper right there. We got that Reaper though. That is
Yeah, we just
there
melted
we
that
go.
Alga.
With these one more ult in them, we got one. That's almost a full team wipe. And there's a
That's a
team
team wipe.
wipe. Yeah. That was interesting. We saw the kind of first line of defense, which is the Mauga and the Reaper. We saw the Reaper fall, and the Mauga was just.
Yeah, he was just left hanging.
Yeah. But that's a hard comp to disrupt because, you know, Reaper hits himself, Mauga hits himself, Mauga hits Reaper. They've got that shield. We'll see what they do. Mauga's pushing in, Reaper's already there. They're not
Mauga's
pushing
little
that
like,
much.
buff, like
They're
kind
trying to
of.
go for that. Yeah, they're trying to melt that one person. If they can get that Mauga melted. There we go. That's Mauga down.
Mauga's
That
down.
Reaper's gonna be very vulnerable. There we
Yep.
go. They've got the download.
And
They
Kiri's
know
down,
what's going
so
on.
no more healing for those two.
That's what I'm saying. They've got the download again.
Okay.
They know
yep.
what's up. I think they're not gonna. Oh, they switched. Interesting. Okay. So they realized that our team knew now, so they had to switch. But Zarya with this.
It'll be interesting to see
their-
what
with
Zarya
their
can do from
playstyle,
this
yeah.
end.
Yeah.
This
Because
ends
Zarya
now.
isn't really like a. Get right up there. Zarya
Yeah.
is like a 10-15 meter kind of hero.
I would argue
But
Zarya is
it's-
even
it's
farther
working.
most
I
of the
think
time.
I think it's less of that comp is working. It's more of our team was kind of thrown off by the switch. Because that Zarya again, it's more of like a 10, 15, 20 meter hero where you kind of use your beam, use that to take space, use your little beam bombs, whatever they're called, your secondary fire.
Yeah. Definitely like
let's
shield
look at the ults.
yourself mostly.
Let's check out the ults. We have Gravity and Rush very soon here, but they have Beat right now. And Beat is a fight changer, you know? That changed it from a very winnable fight to us to a, you know,
Bothersome.
to nothing.
Yeah.
If they place that Beat right. But they are very, very spread apart, which is different from what they've been doing. If they can come back together and then force us to get together, that's going to be bad. So I think if our team stays separated, that's the best case scenario. There we go. There's Beat out. Good rush, but they're vulnerable. They have no ult to respond to that. Oh, they did get pulse, but and they're
Pulse
they're
did
way up.
Pulse did a lot of damage on us.
I think we weren't expecting them to have Pulse that fast.
And they're charging up Blossom soon
I think
too.
I got our issue
Yeah,
there.
Blossom's about ready.
We stayed together in one place. We let them like get off at once. That was still a very like they use Reaper, they use Zarya bombs. We need to stay apart. We need to stay like fast and surround, you know? Because we can see like right now we can see their Kiriko and their Reaper are all kind of on their own. Their Sojourn's back there. Their Lucio, I don't remember what it is. Again, the Reaper's alone on point. If we just were able to capitalize on that, so keep more backline and whatnot. But we're letting them regroup on ults. We're letting them run away with it. Not the best to go in alone, but you gotta do it at this point.
Yeah.
You can't give up any more distance. Any more distance than a C9 means you lose. That's some good picks on our side. That's gonna be a good push.
Bot's coming back
Make
for
it like
us,
halfway
so.
to mid probably. Make it like 30 more meters than this. But they're also playing kind of slow. They're falling back. They're pressured by us. I think our tank is doing a very good job of keeping them back.
Yeah.
Letting us get our point. Letting us get our
Metro's got a great
yeah,
handle on
pushing
Zarya
their
here.
spawn back, which is important. The farther their spawn is, the slower they are to respond.
Plus now we have ult, which will be a big
True. We
game
have a
changer.
big ult advantage. We have 3 versus their 1.
Yeah, and then we have the other two are literally almost right there. So
Yeah, so I think in overtime they weren't in a very good position here. If we can not give up any players, if we can't give up anyone, if we don't give up anyone, that's good. Let's go. Get the 3 there. We'll get this Sojourn here. Hopefully.
yeah,
Just spray. Okay, there we go. That's a big stagger on our part. There we go.
and there we have it.
Use heal to the end. They played the long game and it paid off.
Yeah.
You know, they saved a lot of their big fights, a lot of their ults, and it worked.
Play of the game.
So I think what we saw there in the end was, again, they played very close together, especially with that Mauga and that Reaper. That was like an unbeatable comp. But when they switched, they had to switch their strat, and at that point, we had to just pick them off.
Yeah.
Because their Lucio was wherever, their Kiriko was with the Reaper. That was kind of hard to deal with, and then their tank was alone. When we got in there and we dealt with their stuff, that was big for us.
Yep.
And it's over. What's the outcome of that one?
The outcome of that one was, well, VUO victory. So
It was.
Yeah.
There's the win streak.
So
There is the win streak. So a
Yeah.
pretty good game on both ends. A very close game. That's what
Very
it was.
close,
A
very
very,
close.
very, very close game. Very good game.
very good game.
Fun to watch. Fun to commentate.
I would like to say, like, yeah, that was a really fun game to watch. Like, us on both ends, honestly. Like,
Mhm.
both teams were like doing such like different strategies, different play styles that like it was really interesting to see how they clashed together.
Yeah, and it was different philosophies as well. You see the very
Yeah.
like
You see,
brute
like,
force. We have one play style. We're gonna use that until it works, and it was kind of working. But
it
then
was working until it didn't.
once we had the more adaptable play style. So once we knew what they were doing, we figured it out. We were able to change our play style,
And we just
and
countered
we got
that
them.
from the
They
game.
couldn't do anything
Yeah.
once we figured it out. Yeah. So I think our team had the better mindset going into that.
Yep.
Had the better planning on each fight. We saw a lot more, not just a whole team W key. We saw, some flanks. We saw some good.
We saw some really good ult coordination,
We did
like
see some good
the like that final like push with the last few ults, like on
Mhm.
Coloseo especially is what I'm thinking of. But
So some
like
good
even some of the earlier ones, like
yeah, Icon Wall had a really good gravity, EMP, and rush.
yeah,
Full team wipe. That was a good use of those ults. A lot of really good coordination on our side. They had a good coordination, but only when their playstyle worked with that.
Yeah.
When they were forced to a position that didn't work for them, like the end of that last match, they had to go on their own. They had to split up. They had to kind of.
they had to figure out how to like recuperate and how
Yeah,
to like
and I
get
don't
that
think
advantage back.
they've played much like that, but that was in our advantage. I
Yeah.
think that helps that they were stuck in their ways. They did one comp. They did one comp really well.
But that
until
was
we
it.
figured it
That
out.
was it.
Yeah.
That's just one comp.
Yeah. Then we figured that out with the heroes that were playing. We got in there, made it work.
Yeah.
I think we were at a hero disadvantage a lot because they had a really good Doom 1 trick, but at the end, it's all
It's a
about
one
the strat.
trick.
It's
At the
all
end,
about the
it's a one
strat.
trick.
Yeah, you can get in there. You can find weaknesses.
Yeah.
But all around, very good game on both sides. Very insanely close. Like that's like a 99 versus 100%. Like
Yeah, and and this is UO's first big win in Big Ten.
and it's gonna be the first of many.
First of many.
We're not gonna
First of
lose
many.
a
We're
single
not
game
losing.
from this point. Mark my words. I'm putting $1,000 on this.
$1,000. That's a lot.
But it's a sort of a good win streak because that was a very good team, and we got in there. I've seen the last matches. Also very good teams. We just couldn't switch as fast, I guess. But this time I saw a big change in mindset. A very fluid mindset, and it
Yeah.
worked. So, yeah, good game, good players.
That was a really good game.
Yeah,
Both teams are just like doing great on their own.
and we'll see. When's our next game? Do we know?
Next Wednesday against UCLA.
UCLA.
Yo, UCLA next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, UCLA. That'll be a fun game.
That's
I
gonna
know.
be fun
I
to
know the
watch.
team's very good. They have a very good team. Yeah, but I think I'll have to watch it. But I think they're also very like
One tricky.
set in their ways. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah, honestly,
very good at it.
we
But
can
they're very
take them.
set in their
We
ways.
can take them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But that'll be good. Wednesday, 7 p.m. I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, probably 7 p.m.
Alright.
All right.
Very good game.
Very good game.
Have a nice night.
Yeah. Sleep
I've
well.
been Luke.
Everyone like.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'm Marcus. That's been Luke. Posthuman and Snowy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, guys.